could do.
What? Awesome. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this circus edit using iStock photos and pictures that I've taken of my children. I often do a series called The Adventures of Jonathan and Tommy, and this is my son Tommy, and this is my son Jonathan. He has autism. He's 13, and so he rarely likes to pose for photographs. So what I like to do is take pictures of him just randomly, and then I put them into pictures together with his brother. It's just some little memories that I like to make of my little boys. So if you're interested in this tutorial, it's going to be dealing with Photoshop CC, and it's quite intricate. So if you've ever wondered how people do these intricate edits, just keep on watching. So first of all, we're going to pick our pictures. So I have this iStock photo of a circus, and I'll be sure to add all the links below in case you want to look for these particular photographs. But I got 3 of them. I've got this circus hoop, and then I've got this roaring lion, and then I've got this circle of flames. And iStock is not free. You need to buy these pictures in order to use them. You can have a monthly to a yearly subscription, or you can buy credits in where they give you the opportunity to, I think they give you 3 credits at a time, different amounts of credits if you're just looking to do this like a one-time thing. And I also have a picture of my son Jonathan. This is just a random shot that we took of him and his brother. And then I took this one of my son Tommy outside in our backyard. And if you've watched my channel before, you notice that infamous yardstick that's in almost all of our photographs. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring out the crop a little bit more. As you can see in this picture, I have him over here, and I have the lion and my son over here, and so there's not quite enough room over here. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and pull this out to about right there. I'm going to push OK. And then what I'm going to do is make a duplicate layer, and then I'm going to edit the rest of this right here. Add the rest of this space to this empty background. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my rectangular marquee tool right here, and I'm just going to get the edge of this photograph right here. And then I'm going to go to edit and copy, then edit and cut, and then finally edit and paste. And then I'm going to push Command T to get the transformation tool, or you can go to edit and free transform and do the same thing. Then you're going to drag that piece and put it at the very corner. Because this particular picture has some burned edges already on the edges, that's why I decided to cut it out and paste it over here rather than just use the clone stamping tool, because then it wouldn't have turned out with the same consistency of the burned edge over here like it has over here. And now we're going to fill in this empty white space right here. So I'm going to merge my layers, and after that's done, I'm going to make a new layer copy and then go to the clone stamp tool and start cloning in the rest of this. I'm going to grab from right here and just start dragging across. I'm going to merge my layers. After that, now you can go to your your different layers. I'm going to start with my sun, and I'm going to zoom it in a bit, and then I'm going to use the pen tool right here, and I'm going to cut him out. This part is quite painstakingly long, but it's the most effective in terms of getting a precise cutout, as opposed to your quick selection tool. It doesn't get quite as clean of a line as it does with your pen tool. So I'm just going to do that right now, and I'm going to speed up the video. So once that you have your selection made, you're going to go to push the selection tool, and make sure that it's on new selection, push OK, and you can see that your selection is picked out for you. After that, you're going to go to the quick selection tool, press that, and here it has a select and mask button. You're going to push that, and next, so you can see that it puts your selection on a transparency background. But as you can see, like when it comes to hair, it's hard to get all those pieces of hair to look really good. So what we're going to do is make sure your radius, I put my radius about probably about to 5. Then you're going to come here to the refine edge brush tool and select that. Make it smaller, the brush size, and then I'm just going to brush in the pieces where daylight should be showing through, like up here, some right here, there. After that, if you're happy with your selection, you're going to go to edit, copy, and then we're going to go back to our circus background, push edit, paste, and then now we have him. You can go to your free transform shortcut, or if you want to go to edit and then free transform, you'll get this little box. And now we're just going to size him to where we think he should be. For right now, I'm just going to place him there. I may come back and fix him a little bit later. So now I'm going to go to the lion picture, and now we're going to cut him out. So what I'm going to do is, now here I am going to grab my quick selection tool, simply because he has a lot of like individual fur hairs here, and it would be a pain to sit there with your pen tool and try to cut it out. So I'm just going to use my quick selection tool and then select all of him out. Got some right here that I need to erase. Once you've got your selection, you're going to go to the select and mask button here, and now I put it back on the transparency. As you can see, we have a bunch of the background that we don't want. So what we're going to do is go to the refine edge button and pull it back some. I'm going to stay right there, and then I'm going to click on this refine edge tool brush and bring the size of my brush down smaller, and then just brush in where you see white. Once you've got that about how you want it, push OK. And you can see that it made a better selection for you. You're going to push to edit, copy, and then we're going to go back to our ring background, and we're going to place it by edit and paste, and now we have the lion. Now the lion's facing towards the right, and I kind of wanted to face towards the left, towards the ring. So what we're going to do is push Command T, so it gets the transform box. We're going to go to edit, transform, and I'm going to flip horizontal, and now we flipped them in the opposite direction, and now we can scale him according to our picture. Push OK. Now, as you can see, we have some white spaces that we need to fix. We'll go back in at the very end and fix all of that. The next thing we're going to do is cut out my sun. Well, first of all, because it's so grainy, you see how grainy it is? Let's go to filter, camera raw filter. So how you do that is you go to this little sharpening icon right here, and where it says noise reduction, you're going to take the luminance down quite a bit. So after I'm done with that, I'm just going to click OK. So then you're going to grab your pen tool and begin to cut him out, very similar to the way that we had done my son in the previous picture. So for the sake of the video, I'm just going to quickly go through this. So After that, let's go to this quick selection tool button, and where it says select and mask, press that, and I'm going to use this for his hair. Once you're happy with that, push OK. You can see he made a way better selection. Do edit, copy. We'll go back to our background layer, edit, paste, and then you can see that he's put right here. So what we're going to do is size and scale him down. So push Command T, and then now you can see that we can put him here next to the lion. I'm gonna try to fix the perspective of his feet. So I'm gonna go to edit, transform, perspective, and bring his feet down just a tad. Once you push OK, now you can see that I'm going to make it look like he's hugging the lion. So the first thing I'm going to do is on his layer. This layer is Tommy, so I'm going to go ahead and name that. So with the Jonton layer, what I'm going to do is push this mask button, and it brings this up. Make sure your turn to black when you pick your brush tool, and then we're going to erase. Oh, make sure it's at 100%, and then we're just going to erase all of this. So now we have them. Now, neither one of the boys match the color of the background, the lighting to the background. So what we're going to do is fix the lighting of them. I'm going to start with Jonathan first. So what I'm going to do is go to curves, and as you can see, if you put curves, it's going to do the entire image, and I don't want that. I just want him. So what I'm going to do is go to layer, create clipping mask, and now it's only this little arrow pops up. Now it's only going to affect the layer to the bottom, so you can see that it's just affecting him. Now I'm going to go in and do the same thing with the alignment. With Tommy, I'm going to do the same thing. As you can see, he needs a little bit more contrast.
So the next thing we're going to do is cut out the flames from this picture. We're going to go to our quick selection tool and roughly select the flames. And for the sake of this video, we're just going to go ahead and speed up the video. After that's done, we're going to use the define edge tool. We're going to cut and paste it to our picture, size it, and then we're going to manipulate the color so that it'll match the background. And by this point, I'm just going to do some detail work, do some dodging and burning to the picture, size some of the subjects so that their scale is a little bit more proportionate. And we are pretty much done. This is the final look. If you found this video helpful, it would be awesome if you would subscribe to my channel and give it a like. And thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.